We stan anti-colonialism here, and one of the original anti-colonialists was William Lamport. Born in 1611 to a family of Catholic merchants, he was considered academically talented, but opportunities for Irish Catholic folks were limited by the Protestant crown. So he left Ireland and joined various militaries around Europe until he was brought on as an advisor to the King of Spain, Philip IV. There was a lot of opportunities for Catholic Irish folks in Spain because Spain was also a Catholic country, so a lot of Catholic people were getting free citizenships into Spain. During his time in court in Spain, he became romantically involved with a young woman who became pregnant. He was expected to marry her, but instead of doing that, he left for New Spain with the new viceroy Diego López Pacheco, not quite the dad of the year. He claimed that the reason he left for New Spain was to act as a spy for King Philip and to see the discontent amongst the new Spanish, and then to give his opinion on Pacheco. I must warn you though, a lot of what we know about Lamport is based on the old "trust me bro" source of information, meaning it came from his biography which he wrote himself, which we have no way of proving. But sometimes a story is just too good to be fact-checked, you know? In 1640, the Portuguese revolt happened, and 60 years of dual monarchy between Portugal and Spain ended. And the new king of Portugal was the Viceroy Pacheco's cousin. Lamport, now going by Lombardo, was unhappy with how the indigenous New Spanish were being treated. The New Spanish just being the members of the Aztec Empire. So he tried to organize a revolt with the black, indigenous, and Creole members of New Spain against Pacheco. He was instead betrayed and handed over to the Spanish Inquisition, not as planned. It was a little strange. It was out of the Spanish Inquisition's jurisdiction as he was a Catholic, though he had no problem sinning.
Not quite the dad of the year.
He was thrown in jail and escaped 9 years later and attempted to contact the viceroy. It was said that his cellmate who helped him escape was actually just a spy who was trying to get him into more trouble for escaping. Excellent work, everybody. Well done. He did fail to contact the viceroy, but made a bunch of propaganda posters and plastered them up all over the square condemning the Spanish Inquisition. A win is a win. He spent the next 17 years in prison writing essays against first the Spanish Inquisition, then against slavery, then against colonialism as a whole. There was a mountain called Potosi in Bolivia that would send heaps of silver back to Spain, and Lombardo said that that wealth should have stayed in New Spain. It's said that the author of Zorro, John Macaulay, was in fact a history buff, and that Lamport was an inspiration for Zorro. So Zorro is actually a guy from Wexford.